why the Vac Ban system is broken, and how to fix it. Ah yes, the Vac Ban, your one and only strike, and if it's a false one, say goodbye to the usefulness of your Steam account. Have you ever met a hacker in a game of CSGO or Team Fortress 2? You probably have, and sometimes without even realizing it. The way that the Vac Ban goes about dealing with these things is flawed, but it can be fixed. If you are unaware of what a Vac Ban does exactly, it is as follows. VAC stands for Valve Anti-Cheat, an automated system designed to detect cheats installed on the user's computers. If a user connects to a VAC-secured server from a computer with identifiable cheats installed, the VAC system will ban the user from playing that game on VAC-secured servers in the future. Words taken directly from Valve, not mine. As well as rendering the game a dust collector in your game library, as it also locks your inventory. So all those items you bought and worked for have now been rendered useless, as you can no longer trade, buy, or sell. Now you might be thinking, well, what's so bad about all this? The hackers don't deserve their inventory if they've cheated to begin with. Well, little Jimmy, let me tell you why, simply because marketing. A player caught or false banned can really take a toll on the market, depending on what they had in their inventory. Shouldn't have to explain how this works, but you could probably think of it as antiques. The less of something there is, the more the price of said thing is able to fluctuate. And if you know anything about the Steam market, you know that already fluctuates at an absurd amount. Imagine having a pricey backpack and you get online to play with all your friends. Think nothing of it until the day where Valve gives you your wretched Vac Ban notification. You wonder to yourself, as, in this scenario, we're saying you didn't truly cheat, what could have caused it? Players for years have been wondering that exact same thing, and so does Valve. Valve doesn't even know if the player has actually cheated, as, don't quote me on this, the VAC system is an algorithm. The ban system learns as it goes. If the system accidentally bans someone for having an antivirus going in the background, the algorithm will think nothing of it and continue to hunt down said people. The same can be said for most programs, not just antiviruses. False bans everywhere. Even Valve knows when they've made mistakes. Whether they choose to fix and do something, though, is up to them. Such as false Vac bans. They do exist, contrary to popular belief in the Steam community, and they aren't as rare as you might think. If you don't believe me, let's go back to 2010 for a hot minute. Modern Warfare 2 comes to PC, but there's a problem. A DLL file wasn't up to date, and won't update properly. This single broken DLL file ravaged Modern Warfare 2 players to the point of falsely banning 12,000 people in 2 weeks. Valve was quick to fix the issue, as they knew with this many people getting falsely banned, internet shunning and legal issues were just on the internet horizon. So you know what they then did? Free games for everyone. They handed out 24,000 free copies of Left 4 Dead 2 to the people who were wrongfully banned. Now you might be thinking, well, that's 2 copies per person. Why in the world would they do that? For their image, Valve is trying their hardest to be the good guys when you think about game companies. Everyone got a second copy, and that second copy you could give to your Steam friends. One hell of a doozy. Shame if it were to happen again. I was going to continue on from talking about the next time they did do it, but there's simply not enough to go off of for the 2020 false Vac Ban wave, so I'm not going to include it. Speaking of not including, a simple wrongful Vac Ban can ruin a career. Yes, I'm going to talk about Yampy. In 2015, a 14-year-old Yampy in a LAN party gone wrong. Yampy has friends like we all do, I hope. And what do you do when you have a LAN party? Well, you play video games, of course. Yampy had gifted copies of CSGO to his friends at said party. The problem was the credit card Yampy used was also used before on his main account. The account was then sold to said friend, as Yampi was paid back that night. Fast forward, the account that Yampi had given to his friend gets a Vac Ban. As the account was made in Yampi's name, same credit card info was used for both. He was not able to compete in competitive esports CSGO. He then went on to sue Valve over the Vac Ban, and that's where we're at now. Sources are low on the Yampi story saying exactly what happened, but that's the gist of it. Now, how can you fix the Vac Ban system? Vac bans everywhere, and with so many it would be expected that someone would complain about the system and provide ways that can be used to fix it. Valve likes to use the one strike you're out policy, but let's delve into this and see just how well this works out for them. A single strike on a main account isn't going to do that much besides deter them if even. If a cheater cares enough, what is one Vac Ban on one account to them? With CSGO and TF2 being free-to-play games, it's quite easy to make another account to go in and do the exact same thing again. But that's where bots are derived from. It's easy to do it, all it requires is an extra account, and it would be fairly easy to keep it going. A singular Vac Ban isn't going to help defeat things like this. It'll only hurt the people that either didn't know any better, or the people that never got their 2 free copies of Left 4 Dead 2. Now, how can we fix this problem? By using a strike solution. A strike solution is the 3 strikes you're out rule. It's the same thing that's used on YouTube and in various legal operations. A 3 strikes you're out rule would be perfect. The first strike would work as a warning and a possible inventory disable, like how they do the market for 14 days. The second could ban the account for a certain time being, but appeals would still be looked into. The third and final strike could ban the account and the IP to do away with people making new accounts just to go in and do the same thing again. Better yet, we don't need a 3-strike system. Just add a timer to the Vac Ban. It'd be fine if it went for possibly a year, maybe more. It'll drop off the undedicated and help the people who have changed their ways to get back into the game. Inventory locking, basically Valve thievery, but we can change that. A timed lock system like I stated above, but if Valve really wants to destroy the items, we should at least have a payback fee that we as a community can choose to pay for when Valve is holding our items above our heads. But that's just a theory. A Valve theory. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them below and I'll answer as many as I can. If you disagree with me on a point, be sure to let me know, as I'd love to hear both sides. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. You don't have to, but, just if you wanted to. If you hated it, you could hit the thumbs down button, that's fine too. If you enjoyed it a lot, you can, subscribe and you can share, you can press those buttons. Those are some pretty good buttons, just letting you know. But in all seriousness, I hope you enjoyed. This is a different kind of video. Yeah, now I'm off script, I'm going to be saying a lot. But, yeah, different video, completely different. I might be doing more like this. I might do more gaming related ones like this. I might be doing more educated ones in general. I kind of liked this way of doing stuff. I've been watching a lot of CPG Gray, I think his name was, recently. I've always watched him, but I've watched him more recently. And I just like the way he does things, so I kind of want to do something like that. I don't want to copy and paste it. Anyway, enough ranting. If you want to see more content like this, please do tell me. I do read the comments, clearly. Just nobody gives me any. It's just, there's a little box, right? You type into the box. Have you tried typing into the box? I think you guys should try that.